Hello everyone and welcome to another video tutorial. This video's subject will be professions. We'll start by talking about professions in general. We can divide them into two types. One is gathering and the other is crafting. First off, to see all of the available professions, you want to open your information window and scroll down to all your professions. The professions area can be found just under the depot, right here. You will find a bunch of useful NPCs to talk to and get some daily missions from. So like I said, we'll start with a gathering. Gathering includes fishing, mining, skinning, and farming. The crafting professions are cooking, blacksmithing, tanning, jewelcrafting, and alchemy. Something useful to remember about professions is the more you level them up, the more stats bonus they will give you. Each profession gives a different boost. For example, fishing gives you vitality and luck, while alchemy gives you brew mastery and arcane. For the crafting professions alone, while high level, you can gain some enhancements for your character. Jewel crafting enhancements will give me different levels of enhancements for my character depending on my level. These can be shown here. For example, my gems have 10% extra effect, and I have plus 10% movement speed, which is gained from tanning. While at high enough professions level, in crafting in particular, you'll have access to transmuting. Transmuting can be found in each of the crafting stations, giving you access to craft different items out of different base resources. Most of the gathering tools, the basic ones, can be bought from the tool merchant with the exception of the farming ones. I will soon show how to get the farming tools that you will need, but for now, these are the basic tools. So let's start by showing some of the professions. We'll start with fishing. All you need to do is find a fishing spot. Fishing spots can be found anywhere around the Archlight island, and also inside guild halls if your guild owns one. Here you can find the NPC to turn in your fish for experience and gold, and the daily fishing, which will give you a daily task to collect certain fish and give you more fishing XP. What you want to do for fishing is find these bubbles, can be seen right here. Use your fishing rod on it until you catch your fish. When catching a fish, you will use 5 of your energy for it. Important to remember about fishing, you can equip different types of rods in your ring slot to increase your fishing level, shown right here. And you can buy a fishing lure for 3 promo tokens to increase it even further. You don't have to have the required level to use the fishing rod to equip it in your ring slot. Once I caught the fish, I can go up to our trader NPC. Hi, say the name of the fish, in this case marlin. He will tell me how many marlins I have and how much they weigh and what he's going to give me. Say yes. He removes the fish, gives you some gold and some experience. Next up, I'd like to talk about mining. Mining nodes can be found in many spawns around Archlight, and as a general rule of thumb, the harder the spawn, the higher level required to mine the nodes in it. In this case, I'll be showing heroes as an example. Here we find an iron ore. I can use my pickaxe on it to mine it once, and then once more to make it fully mined. Now here I will gain 4 ores for each time I mine it, and it will use 10 energy. Next up is skinning. Skinning can be done on multiple creatures around the Archlight realm, and once again, the harder the creature, the higher level and the tool needed to skin it. In this example, I'll be showing stamp ores. After killing the body while it's still fresh, I can skin it to gain its skin scraps and vials of blood. For the last gathering profession, I'll now be showing farming. The first thing you do is talk to the horse, go to the farm shops, and here you find your seed merchant. The things you'll need from it is, if you're just starting off, potato seeds, and then other seeds and barnyard animals according to your level, and you'll also want to buy a scythe. Next, you want to go to any of the lists, any of the farmlands on the list, and buy a farm that's free. You simply stand in front of it, say "buy house," and if you have enough money on you, it will be yours. I've already bought one before and planted some plants so I can show you how it's done. But first, you will drop a seed. You have to be adjacent to it, otherwise it will not catch. If I throw the seed too away from me, it will just drop there. Dropping it one next to me will make the seed plant. Next, I want to use my watering can. I'll use it on the plant. Then I'll have to wait for 4 hours until it's done. Now instead of making you sit here and wait, I will just go and harvest my pre-planted plants. Like so, 60 potatoes. Next up, another 30 potatoes from each plant. That's it for farming for now. I'll see you in the crafting. Let us start off with blacksmithing. To do the blacksmithing, you'll want to reach this anvil. Let's start by making some ingots. I'll do iron ingots, which requires 10 iron ores. I use 10 iron ores and 1 Archlight token. I've prepared some Archlight tokens for this crafting session. So here are 10, here are 10 more, and now I have 10 iron ingots. Later on, to make a better mining pick, for example, I'll go to mining tools, iron pickaxe, which requires 10 iron ingots, 5 crystal coins, and an Archlight token. Next up is tanning. To use tanning, you come down to the tanning station. In this case, I'll be making leathers out of my scraps. I have 22 light skin scraps, which can make light leather. I need 10 light skin scraps and 1 Archlight token to make 5 light skin leathers. These can later be used to make backpacks with different attributes. And later on, when you're even higher level, you can make some beds. Beds in houses regenerate energy, and the better bed you have, the more it can hold, and the faster it regens. Now Jewelcrafting. Jewelcrafting is a tier 2 profession, which is what I call it, because it doesn't have its own gathering profession. It relies on other professions to start doing it. So to start with, I've previously prepared 20 gold ingots and 20 coal ingots to show how this is done. In Jewelcrafting, the first thing you can make is gems. In this case, I will make us ocean gems. Each gem has different attributes to it. We'll have a whole other video about it. But in this case, I will use 5 coal ingots, 5 gold ingots, and an Archlight token to make a gem. In this case, I made 2 ocean gems, and now I will make 2 inferno gems. Later on, you can also charge your gems, overcharge your gems, and you can also, at certain levels, use gold to level up and have some useful things. Gem removers remove all of your gems from an item. Next one up is Alchemy. Alchemy is also kind of a tier 2 profession. Now I'll show how to make a vial, which is the first thing you'll need. You need 5 iron ingots for it, and you can craft them. In this case, I made 2 vials from the ingots I previously made through blacksmithing. Next up, I want to make an elixir with it. At lower levels, I will make a small health elixir, which requires 10 50Z vials of blood, gained from skinning. 1 small vial and an Archlight token also requires alchemy level 5. In this case I have 8, so I can make the potion. There is 100 of them. And same thing I can do for mana elixirs, if I had the bloods. Our last sort of crafting profession is cooking. Cooking is done in the farm shops as well. Right here in our cooking station. There are different kind of meals. Meals give you different types of benefits and buffs for certain amounts of time. But the first ones are the prepared meals, which will just give us some coins. We have potatoes, so in this example this is what I'll be showing. Crafting it gives me 3 crystal coins. I can craft it as many times as I want just to boost my cooking for starters. Next up we have our meals, which require different types of fish, different type of barnyard animals to be harvested, and different types of vegetables. Fishing we've talked about, and the rest of the animals and vegetables can be found in the seed merchant, as shown before, but here once again. Everyone, this was just the tip of the iceberg with what the possibilities are with crafting and gathering. All of the professions are really in depth and have a lot more information about them on the wiki. Please refer to it if you need anything else. I hope this video, as always, was helpful and informative. Be safe, have a good time on Archlight, and see you in the next one.